being in the ears personally. The prophets being out here is the Most High talking to them. Alright, the Most High speaks through his prophets, his men. Right. And your pastor in church that tell you to bless and eat pork is not the prophet of the Most High. Yeah. Alright?
So Malachi 3 verse 5, it says, and I will come near to you to judge you, and I will be a swift witness against the sorcerers, and against the adulterers, and against false swearers, and against those that oppress the hireling in his wages, the widow and the fatherless, and that turn aside the stranger from his right, and fear not me, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai of hosts.
So the Most High going to execute judgment, that we say. Alright, the Most High not push over God, not gentle Jesus, meek and mild. Alright, there's a time come as the scripture says what? In Zephaniah 3 and 6, just Lord is in the midst thereof. Alright, he will not do iniquity. Every morning will he bring his judgment to light.
That's right, that's right.
The Most High is a God of judgment. Alright? That's why he's going to gather up these nations to fight in a Jehoshaphat. Alright? The Most High judgment, the battle of the Most High judgment. And he said that is a determination. Alright?
They were saying they're looking for a sign. You know, they want God to come and talk to them, but this is what they're going to see. Matthew chapter 12, verse 38 and 39. 40. And it reads, then certain of the scribes and of the Pharisees answered, saying, Master, what would we see? Would we see a sign from thee? He answered and said unto them, an evil and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall be no sign given unto it. But the sign...
But they're seeking a sign, and you can see that when you look around, two-thirds of the nation is really so-called black, Latinos, and Native American, and they're seeking a sign. That's why they will go by the Obia man. Right? They'll go on YouTube, they'll go on the internet to check out them palm readers, check out them card readers, to get a card reading.
Astrologers.
Astrologers,
prognosticators.
They'll go in these churches to see these pastors dressed up in the military suits, rolling on the ground, shooting an imaginary gun. You understand? And this one pastor hook up some kind of zip line in the church and basically zip lining from one side of the church to the next. And that's the kind of thing what they like to see. Them kind of signs. Or what sign going to be given to them?
Right. But the sign of the prophet Jonas.
And what Jonas was doing, prophesying. Jonas was warning them. And that is where you're getting right now. A warning. So in many ways, you ain't getting no entertainment here. This is not an entertainment center. This is a forum for warning. Alright, and protesting. We're protesting against the so-called white man system.
That's right.
Alright, and we're protesting against your ways. Warning you all that destruction is coming.
Done.
Alright? Well, that's something, huh?
Yeah, this is Isaiah chapter 28, verse 23. Give ye ear and hear my voice. Hearken and hear my speech.
Hearken and hear my speech. Pay attention.
This
now is the time to hear. The scripture says, seek the Most High while he may be found.
That's right.
Alright? Go ahead.
It says Hosea chapter 12, verse 10. I have also spoken by the prophets. I have multiplied visions and used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets.
Yes, so the Most High sent out his prophets to speak to you. You know, that is mercy. That is compassion from the Most High. That is justice. Alright? Before the Most High bring a judgment, he sent out prophets to show you, hey, there is what coming. And this is the part you're going to go down if it is you disobey. This is the part you're going to go down if you obey. That is justice. Alright? But you all don't want justice. Alright? You all see this as an evil work. So the Most High going to show all the what is really evil.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 8. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
Yeah, and the wicked is being revealed today. And he is being consumed with the spirit of the Most High mouth, which is the prophet. Because hey, we prophesy, and every time we come out here and prophesy, as one chip off at the devil's kingdom, as the brother Amma one mentioned. Alright, that is one. Each time my brother do a video, each time my brother come out here and prophesy, we chipping off of this devil's kingdom.
That's right.
Alright? Consuming his kingdom, as the scripture say what? I'll make these people wood. Alright? And I'll make the words in their mouth fire. Roughly paraphrasing.
It says 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 8. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth,
Esau, the wicked, word,
and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
the brightness of his coming, them chariots, alright, them nuclear missiles. That's from the Lord, that's from the Most High, and it's going to be a bright, glorious. Alright, the coming of the Lord is going to be glorious, as well as it's going to be darkness to you heathens. Alright?
Isaiah 16. Isaiah 16.
This is
Deuteronomy chapter 30 verse 19. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live.
choose life.
That's right.
That both thou and thy seed may live. Anybody at the Bible chapter 4 and verse 1? Because hey, plenty of people out have the misconception of what is life. Alright? You have a misconception of what is life. You all think that living the life is having a bear in your hand, or collecting a 10,000 check salary at the end of a month. That is living the life, or pension, or having perks, you know, or being tax exempt. That is not living the life. Living the life is living to please the Most High.
Right.
Alright?
This book of Baruch, alright, chapter 1 and verse, chapter 4 and verse 1. And it says, right, this is the book of the commandments of Yahweh.
Book of the commandments of the Most High, Bible, which you all fail to read. Alright, they say the Bible is the most purchased, less read,
That's the top seller.
top seller.
Bestseller of all time.
You can't. But it's least read and least understood. Alright, because you change, you put your spirit into it. You can't.
And that's monument.
That's right. They have it all on their cars, by the bed heads home. But they don't put their spirit into it. They put their spirit into the things of the world.
That's right.
So they will never understand this.
Because
Alright? They will never attain to the commandments of life.
it was saying that just the Most High, right? This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai and keep his commandments.
The conclusion of the whole matter, the solution then. Alright, the solution to end your calamities and your distress and your suffering. Alright, is to serve the Most High. Alright, go ahead. But this is the whole duty of man. But that is the whole duty of man. Alright, to fear the Most High and keep his commandments. You know? So we're not doing nothing different. We make sure and put the Most High Yahushai first. Alright?
This is Ezekiel chapter 20 verse 19. I am Yahweh Hashem Yahushai your God. Walk in my statutes and keep my judgments and do them. And hallow my Sabbaths. And there shall be a sign between me and you, that you may know that I am Yahweh Hashem Yahushai your God.
Yes, so the Most High make an agreement. And when he's speaking here, he's speaking to the nation of Israel, not to the whole world. Alright, that agreement he making with the nation of Israel. Just keep this under the bargain, and I'll keep mine.
Right.
Alright? Good point finish, but the scripture say that.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even the Lord my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whether ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of nations.
Yeah, that is your wisdom and understanding in the sight of the nation. But right now, in the sight of the nation, we're looking foolish. In the sight of the nations, in the sight of the heathens, the children of Israel, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, looking foolish. You know why? Because you're not serving your God. And the nations know, hey, if the nation of Israel serve their God, they're just to wisen up. Alright, they'll be on top. There's nothing that could stop them. They know that. You understand? So that's why they keep putting these different stumbling blocks in your ways and all falling for them trap. Alright?
Deuteronomy 28, verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all the nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
Yeah,
Right.
proverb and a byword, niggers, spec, simps, alright, black. That's how we become, because why? You disobeyed. Alright, some of you two-thirds out there, them proverbs and bywords perfectly fit you all. Alright, because that is what you all are, niggers, hanging here, can't degenerate. hanging your pants off your ass. You know, smoking weed. Nah. Reprobate silver.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 6. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
Yeah, and they're going to see that. Alright, because this is the beginning of it here. This is the beginning of the kingdom of Israel here. Alright, where the nation of Israel going to rise to the top. And all these nations that pertain to Isaiah chapter 2 going to flow unto us to learn of our ways. Alright? When it says we possess this earth, what we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be the possessors of this earth. We're not supposed to be possession to these nations. Alright? But sin have us in this state. Alright? So what we're going to do is reverse that. Keep the laws and commandments and statutes with belief in the Lord Yahweh Mashiach.
It says Deuteronomy chapter 12 verse 32.
Go ahead.
What things soever I command you, observe to do it.
Observe to what?
Observe to do it.
Observe to do it. Alright, not to just observe it, because this Bible, many of you that read the Bible, they read it like it's a magazine. It's a manual book. Can't. It's an instruction book. So you have to observe to do. Alright? If it is you just hear in these words, that scripture say what?
Not only hearers of the words, but doers.
Be not only hearers of the words, but only doers. But be doers, alright? Because he that heareth only deceiveth himself. Alright, you're deceiving the Most High. Most High looking for men, as I was mentioning earlier, that executing his will. You know, to the actions, not talk. Alright?
It says, Deuteronomy chapter 12, verse 32. What things soever I command you, observe to do it. Thou shalt not add thereto, nor diminish from it.
Right, so the Most High said, don't eat pork, don't add to that, but you can bless and eat it. Don't add that, because that is not what the Most High said. The Most High simply said, don't do. Don't commit adultery, simply that. Don't commit adultery. Don't try to add to that. Alright? When you add, you're trying to add to it, you're adding in sin. And the scripture say what? If any man add or take away, his name shall be taken away, or the plagues that are written in the book shall be added unto him. Alright? So you have to walk circumspectly in these times.
Book of Sirach, chapter 16 and verse 17, where they say, say not thou, I will hide myself from Yahweh. Shall any remember me from above? I shall not be remembered among so many people. Yeah. For what is my soul among such an beginning? Sirach 16 and verse 17, it says, say not thou, I will hide myself from Yahweh. Shall any remember me from above?
Yeah, don't say you can hide, because the Most High eyes is bright. Alright, and the scripture says what? His eyes are upon a sinful kingdom. Alright? And the just Lord is in the midst. So you can't hide. So you don't hide from both heaven and earth. Why are you hiding from the Most High? Alright? It's not a hide, not to play hide and seek with the Most High. It's the place Simon says. And you have to play with the Most High. Whatever the Most High say, they do. Or it's out.
Psalms chapter 12, verse 7. Thou shalt keep them, O Lord, thou shalt preserve them from this generation forever. The wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted.
Vilest men, and who's the vilest man? Esau. And the basis of men. Alright? Alright, so right now we're seeing wickedness walking on both sides. Alright? An off-balance counsel. And what's going on this earth right now. You know? And when you're seeing men today, they change their sex. You know, from a young age, you can change, you can decide to be a different gender. Because wickedness on both sides.
That's right. It says Psalm 73, verse 3. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked.
God, the wicked, the prosperity of the wicked today is Esau, Edom, the so-called wild race.
That's right.
The ones that control the World Bank systems.
Control everything.
Everything.
All the regulatory systems, right? They control the laws. Because we don't go by, the world doesn't go by, especially in the democracy, doesn't go by the laws of the Lord, right? They go by the laws of man, pioneer laws, pioneer laws, right? Man-made laws. which are contrary to Yahweh Shai's laws, right? The so-called Jews, the Jewish Israelites, right? They have a book called the Talmud, right? Which claim to have the Mosaic laws, but in the Mosaic laws, there's what? Leviticus 20 verse 13. A man should not lie with mankind. And whoever do so is an abomination, right? But yet still, in the Talmud, they have oral circumcision, right? So these men, they are vile. They are violent. They are the ones who are exalted, right? They are the ones who praise, who are praised. They are the ones who are what? Who are revered as being what? Powerful. But they are vile, right? They are creatures, they are beasts. Right?
Is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 10. Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 6. Folly is set in great dignity.
Yeah, folly is set in great dignity. Great dignity. Right? Starting with the elite bankers. Right? The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Bilderbergers. Right? There's folly because the scripture says in what Ecclesiastes, I see servants upon horses. Right? Go ahead.
It says, Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 6, for folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place.
Right? The rich sit in low place. When you go to Revelation chapter 2, it tells you who is the rich. The true rich is what? Give me that real quick. Revelation chapter 2 verse 9. Right? Revelation chapter 2 verse 9. Let's see who is the true rich. Right? Because the ones that excel, the scripture calls them wicked. Right? They are full of folly. Right? But let's see who's the true rich.
Revelation 2 verse 9, it says, I know thy works and tribulation.
The Most I say, I know thy works and tribulation. Now these elite bankers, where's their works? Where's their tribulation? There's none. The scripture said they increased through the traffic. What was the traffic? The traffic was the Negroes as slaves. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Even some of the natives. Right? So they took the natives back to what? To Portugal and Spain. Right? So their riches came by what? Traffic of us. Right? The Habites selling us over to what? To the Grecians. Right? That was their traffic. That's what they call all money. All money. All this money that these so-called rappers, I think they get how much millions, and whoever rich and rapper, actor, rich it about billions, that's still new money. All money is the money that they gathered from what? Slavery. Go ahead.
It says, I know thy works, Revelation 2 verse 9, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
Yeah, the Most High said he knows our works, our tribulation, and our poverty, but thou art rich. Right? Who is he speaking to? The true Jews. Go ahead.
And I know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews.
Right? Those that lie. Right? Those that blaspheme. They're calling the Most High a leprous dog. Right? And his son a leprous dog. Right? Or saying that the Most High doesn't have an image. Right? And the Most High and his son is one. As in one entity. He was praying to himself. He said he was pleased with himself. And all that other rhetoric. That is rubbish. They are lies. Go ahead.
I know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
Right, the Most High says he knows the blasphemy of them, but say they are Jews. Right, Jews is an abbreviation for what? Judah. Right? Judah primarily is what? The southern kingdom. Right? Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. And those were the tribes that was in Jerusalem at the time when Yahweh walked the earth. Right? The Most High say he knows the blasphemy of those who say they are Jews. Right? You know, the history of the Palestinians saying that the Jews left here black and come back white. The Egyptians.
One good guy named Gamal Abdul Nasser.
Second king of Egypt, Gamal Abdul Nasser. Right? He revealed you all. He said what? You all left here as what? As dark skin, melanated skin. And you'll come back as what? White. So-called white. Leprous dogs. Right? You all are not the true Jews. Right? And the riches that you have got, you got it by deceit. And you're going to pay for that. Right. So the men who have the true riches are the saints of Yahweh Shai, sanctified one. Go ahead.
So in Romans 11 verse 33 it says, "For the depth of the riches, both of the wisdom and knowledge of the Most High."
Yeah, so the true riches is what? Wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Shai. Right? Not the Most High and Christ. Not God and Jesus Christ. Right? Those are just titles. The word God just means power. Anything can be a power. Right? Anything that you give that energy over you, it becomes your power. Right? But the Heavenly Father, He has a name. His name is Yahweh. And His Son's name is Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
And what the true righteousness is the knowledge of who they are.
That's right.
Yeah, the knowledge of who they are. And whom we belong to. Right? Because they are the power of the Hebrew Israelites. Right? Now these are the nations. And the word nation is synonymous with the word race or ethnicity.
That's right. That's right.
These are the races. They have their own gods.
That's right.
They have their own gods. Each nation, their God resembles them. So what's the problem? We saying our God resembles us. Pursuing the book that He gave us of our nationality and our heritage and our culture. Right? According to this book, which is the Bible, the Holy Bible, King James Version, closest to the purest thing. Right? It says that he's a dark-skinned man, melanated, with white hair, which represents wisdom, right? And a garment down to his foot, representative of what we wear, right? With a big golden belt, right? An austere man, that's his character according to the scripts, right? He's not a flaming, floating faggot, right?
That's right.
With leprous hair. And what is leprous hair? Blonde hair according to the scriptures, right? And blue eyes. And leprous skin. What?
This is Psalms 119, 104. Through thy precepts I get understanding.
Through thy precepts we get understanding. The words in this book, right? This is not an ornament. This is a book of knowledge. Your knowledge. The Negroes, the Latinos, and the Native Americans. Your knowledge, your heritage. Your heritage is not carnival. Your heritage is not pasa. Your heritage is not West Indian Day across the States or Miami Carnival.
That's right.
Your heritage is not to be a nigga shot in the street by the cops. Right? Your heritage is not to be a zessa. Your heritage is to worship your power. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
That's right.
Go ahead.
It says, Psalms 119, 104. Through thy precepts I get understanding, therefore I hate every false way.
Yeah, you hate every false way. But everything else is false. The food you eat is false. The air you breathe is false. The water you drink is false. The woman you're with, she false. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is the only true thing on this planet.
That's right.
He tells you of every single thing that is to happen. He tells you of every single thing that's about to happen.
That's right.
Alright, this is Jeremiah 2 verse 11. It says, how the nation changed their gods.
How the nation changed their gods. Go ahead.
Which are yet no gods.
Which are yet no gods.
But my people have changed their glory for that which would not profit.
Shiva and Ganesh, he can't save. But Lakshmi, she ain't saving. Right? Allah didn't save them across there in what? When was New Zealand? Right? Christ didn't save them. But they get shut up in the churches. Right? The crusades. All them different. None of them got saved. Right? But Israel's God said that He's going to put them in captivity, providing that they broke His law, statutes, and commandments. And so did they do, and so did they walk. Go ahead.
Isaiah 63 and 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom? The dyed garments of Bozrah.
So after what? After He punished us, He's going to redeem. He died to redeem us, but He's also going to save us. And this is how He's going to save us. Go ahead.
This that is glorious in His apparel.
This is Yahweh Shai speaking here. He's speaking about Yahweh Shai. He's going to be glorious in His apparel, but guess what? Guess what His apparel is going to be? Go ahead.
Traveling in the greatness of His strength.
Which is the chariots. Right? What the world ignorantly call UFOs. You have many sightings nowadays. You know why? Because He's about to make His return. Right? Go ahead.
I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save.
Mighty to save. In the scripture where His garment with blood. Right? That's something.
It says, verse 2, it says, wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth the wine fat. I have treaded the wine fat alone. And of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in my anger and trample them in my fury.
God, Yahweh Shai is coming to bring a great slaughter. The day of the Lord, right? which many looking forward to, because they can see, yeah, because some of these Christians, they know the timing. They know some of these scriptures, but they don't understand.
Right,
the day of the Lord is what? A day of great judgment, right? The Lord says it's as though He's going to tread the right press of the Lord, right? Because, hey, the scripture in Revelation said that He's going to have many crowns. Many crowns upon His head. What that means, He's going to take down many kings, right? Many rulers, right? Right? All the world rulership, all these people who are in high positions, they're going to come down. Right? The Ayatollahs, of course, in Iran, right? The Israelites, the sheikhs, the kings, and what the kings are eat up. The dukes, the duchess, kings are eat up. They're coming down, right? Thus said Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's right. Yahushai is coming to take them down, right? He's going to shed many a blood, but in the form of what? ICBMs, and also in the form of the intense light that's going to be shined from what the chariots of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Or the so-called UFOs, aka UFOs. We know what they are. They're not unidentified. They're the vehicles of Israel.
Well, it's Revelation chapter 19, verse 11. It says, and I saw heaven open, and behold a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called faithful and true.
Yeah, that white horse represents what? That part of the ship that Yahushua is going to come on. Right? That big part of the ship that Yahushua is going to come on. Straight after what? Independence Day. Now when Will Smith came outside, what the chariot was just covering the whole sky. You understand? Independence Day 1. Right, there's this time, there's the type of ship Yahushua coming on. That white horse, go ahead.
And right.
Metaphoric talk. Right?
And in righteousness, he doth judge and make war.
Yeah, in righteousness, right? So, but to the ignorant, they're going to be like, why the Lord coming back to destroy even 2/3 of His own people? It's in righteousness, but 2/3 of His people reject His word. That's right. 2/3 of His people reject His word, so He's going to reject them. That's right. All right. The Lord said, turn to the gods that you worship and let them save you. That's how we know that the gods of these other nations are no gods. Because they can't save. They're not mighty. They're not powerful. Alright?
This is 2 Ezra chapter 13 and verse 1. And it came to pass, after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof.
Right, so Ezra saw God the vision of the return of Yahushua. Right? Of the salvation of the elect of the nation of Israel. Right? Go ahead.
Right? And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, and when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that was seen under him, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all day burned that heard his voice, like as the earth feeleth when it feeleth the fire.
Yeah, that voice going to go back to what the laser beams out of the chariots. Right? And we're going to go. They're going to go back to the laser beams out of the chariots. And the missiles are being shut off. Right? Right?
Yeah. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven.
Right, so there was gathered a multitude of men out of the four winds. Right? Baba Kasha, give me Revelation chapter 7, Saturn 1, Baba Kasha.
It says, them people, them nations, them men who gather from the four winds, them is the nations that he good. But the ones who gather them is the most side. So the scripture said in I believe it's Isaiah 14, it said, Lord of hosts muster the army. So the Lord gathered them nations over in the valley of Jehoshaphat. Right, but we said just like the sun rises in the east, the Lord gonna be coming from the east. So basically, while them engaging in war over the Lord gonna come in, as the scripture said in I believe it's in Jeremiah, it says all the wicked shall be judged at once. The Lord coming to take out the army. So from the time you take out the army, guess what? Everybody else, the left weak. That's not the Lord taking out the defense. That's why the scripture says, bind the strong man first, taking out the army, bind the strong man. So the Lord take out the army. When you have home, it's just basically put soldiers that ain't able to do nothing. Even if you had more army at home, you still couldn't have mounted to fight against the world.
Yeah, because that's a strategy of war. You draw the army away from the city, you tackle the city and then mash up the man up.
Hey, son, that's a strategy the Most High told David to do. Told David to separate into two army. I can't remember the kingdom where they went after. And when he go up, have hiding in the bush, and go up and make it look like you're fleeing. And when they flee, then you men go in the city and take the city. And then when they turn back, they see the city smoking. And that's the Most High doing that. Out of war.
You see, what was written, a 4 times was written for our understanding.
1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 1 says, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Right. So this is what you're seeing going on in the planet right now. Right? There's wars, there's rumors of war. Right? But then it's going to settle down. There's always going to have a calm before the storm.
That's right.
Right? There's always going to have a calm before the storm. Right? But we're going to be guided, the elect going to be guided by what? Prophecies. Because according to 2 Ezra chapter 9, they say, measure thou thyself the times. Right?
Yeah. It wasn't David, it was Joshua. Joshua 8, and they was fighting against him in Ai. They said he make it look like if you beat, but it was an ambush he setting up. So basically, take the city without fighting. Because when they're playing, everybody gonna come now, say, "Ah, we have them now, so let me go." Woman and children alone home.
Yeah, verse 5. It said, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain.
A great what?
A great mountain.
Right, that you speaking about there. Go ahead.
And flew upon it. And flew up upon it. Alright? But I would have seen the region or place where the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him was so afraid, and yet dressed to fight.
Yet going to fight, because Most High going to put a spirit in them to fight. Most High making this a battle that we're never going to be forgotten. Most epic battle in all lifetime. Right?
Right? Because they're gonna try to fight against the great king now, right? This is Job 41, verse 7. Canst thou, it's talking about Leviathan, can thou fill his skin with barbed irons, or his head with the fish spears? Lay thy hand upon him, remember the battle, do no more. Behold, the hope of him is in vain. Shall not one be cast down even at the sight of him? None is so fierce that dare stir him up. Who then is able to stand before me? So the terror of Leviathan have men shit in the skin. and Leviathan is the Lord's pet. God say, hey, if you can't go against my pet, how you will come against me?
Lord sick Leviathan upon his feet. You understand? And the thing is, you saw know these things. You saw know these things. And I said, Most High making this one be an epic battle. Just like how he hardened Pharaoh's heart to exalt his name, he's going to harden the elite's heart. Right? That they're still going to fight. Still going to send their troops. Still going to try to bring forth what? The martial law, make the RFID chip mandatory. They're still going to do all these things to transgress to bring forward the cause of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
In the scripture saying Isaiah 10, he say, he mean it not so, he think it not, he mean it not so. When he say call him the Assyrian, or the Assyrian, the run of that invitation is in my hand. He destroy people not of you. Howbeit he mean it not so. So he thinks Esau doing Esau don't want to do, but the Most High made him to be crooked. The scripture says what the Most High made crooked, he can make straight. Yeah, no, I look at this up.
In Revelation chapter 12 verse 9, it says, I read from 7, it says, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought with his angels, and prevailed not.
Listen, I care for the Sabbath. I should then, you know, we sell young. I should have learned much of the Bible stories and things. And they had a very poor rendition in cartoon of that scripture. Very poor, a very poor rendition, right? As though, why it was poor? Because it's as though it's past tense. This is not past tense, that's future tense, right? That's about to happen, right? And Michael, by the way, is not Yahweh Shai. Michael is not the son, he is a son of the Lord, but he is not the begotten son. You understand? He's an angel of the Lord, but he is not the begotten, right? Yahweh Shai is Yahweh Shai, the first and only begotten, right? Michael is an angel of the Lord, and he's going to fight on representing the right hand side against the left hand side, which is Satan and his angel, which is going to represent Esau, the Edomites, and these other nations, right?
I'm going to say something. Just back up where you just said that they don't know that was future tense. And the scripture said in John 3, the scripture said the wind blew it wherever so it listed, and basically they don't perceive it, they don't know which part it's going or where it come from. So is there not a bone of the spirit? Now guess what? When John started Revelation 12, John started out talking about before his time. You understand? Well, I wouldn't say before his time, but before that time, he was talking about with the birth of Yahweh Shai. You understand? With the dragon wanted to destroy the man-child. I was talking about Yahweh Shai, and that already happened about 50-something years before. You understand? But then when he reached down to verse 7, when he reached to verse 7, he actually jumped. He was working his way up. He was working his way up through history. You understand? Hey, Revelation 20, do that same exact thing. Future, back, past, back, future, just one time, without notice.
It's a vision he was in, so he was sending him so, bringing him back so. Sending him in the future, bring him back in the past, send him back in the future.
But guess what? There's spiritual men will be able to break it down. Taught through the spirit, beginning with the apostles and teaching the men coming down. That chain of command. Understand? That is how the Most High works. Understand? Just like the Lord Yahweh Shai taught Peter, the Lord Yahweh Shai taught Paul. Understand? So the Lord taught Peter, that why Peter was the head apostle over the circumcision. And the Lord taught Paul, that is why Paul was the head over the uncircumcision. Paul was able to teach the others also. And beginning with Abba Bivens, the Lord taught Abba Bivens, he taught King Marsha, King Aria.